Good evening, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. Monday evening and another warm day across central Indiana, officially topping out at 80 degrees at Indianapolis Airport and good for 8 degrees above average when you factor in our overnight low of 56. And the warm pattern overall will continue, at least through the short term, but there are changes that loom in the medium term that we'll discuss here this evening. We'll start off by taking a look at the upper air pattern courtesy of the tropicaltidbits.com website. This is a look at the European ensemble, and as we put this into motion, notice how the eastern ridge continues to dominate. But with that, there will be a couple of ripples of energy that will come through here and be enough to create at least a chance of showers and thunderstorms starting as early as Wednesday and into the upcoming weekend as well. And eventually what's going to happen is this big trough will descend into the central portion of the country and progress on into the eastern half of the country as well as we get out there into the days 8 through 10 time frame, and that is going to deliver some of the coolest air so far this fall season on the heels of what is going to be a very warm open to October. And to kind of give you an idea of what this may look like at the surface, we'll take a look at the GFS ensemble. This is a look at the temperature anomalies, and notice at day 10 how the warmth really begins to give way to the expanding area of cooler than normal conditions that descend into the eastern portion of the country. And we think that this air mass is likely to send temperatures into the 30s across most of central Indiana. I know we had some reporting sites in the 30s this past weekend. I would look for more widespread overnight lows in the 30s out there about, let's say 9 or 10 days from now, and in some cases should get cold enough for or to support frost across portions of central Indiana. Looking more towards the short term, though, as mentioned, shower and thunderstorm activity will begin to increase across central portions of the state as early as Wednesday, as a cold front kind of really just meanders around the area. And this will provide off and on chances of shower and thunderstorm activity really into the upcoming weekend. It's certainly not going to rain the entire time, but that said, there will be periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms starting as early as Wednesday and continuing into the upcoming weekend. And this is a look at the GFS ensemble idea of overall precipitation through the upcoming 10-day period, and certainly a more active weather pattern unfolding as we would expect now that we're into October and these battles of cool and warmth continue to duel and kind of duke each other out here. We shall see, we should see rather, an increase in this active regime as we go through the last half of October and on into the fall, deeper into the fall. But nonetheless, over the upcoming 10 days, we'll take whatever we can get. At least this is a start towards a more active weather pattern as we move forward. Getting into the sensible weather here in the short term, this is a look at the GFS forecast model, and we'll put this into motion. And as mentioned, we're going to have a frontal boundary that will kind of meander around the Ohio Valley during the second half of the week and into the upcoming weekend before eventually this area of low pressure ejects into the plains and heads into the Great Lakes this weekend, and that will take most of the concentrated shower and thunderstorm activity into the Great Lakes. Though that said, we will continue to maintain scattered shower and thunderstorm chances locally into the weekend as well. Eventually, though, a stronger cold front will pass early next week with some shower and thunderstorm activity, and then much cooler air that will dive in here as we get into the 8 to 10 day time frame. As mentioned, it should be cold enough to support frost risk across most of central Indiana in that time frame as well. So certainly a lot to look at in the upcoming 7 to 10 days. We'll be here to do just that. In the meantime, make it a great evening, and thank you as always for logging on to NDWX.com.